They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
In motion right is Johnston. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demarion Williams there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. Seven, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Herbert on first down now. And this one's incomplete. The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning every...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Herbert now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Toney. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mahomes with the throw. It's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fielded at about the 28. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he's got this down to the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fights off the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now Herbert following the turnover. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
101 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A give right side for Pacheco. Still going inside the 20.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.